We are back. Thanks for staying with us. It's time for our relationship segment. And this morning we have with us relationship expert, Deji Shomi. And today we'll be talking about teamwork in marriages and relationship. Deji Shomi, of course, is an architect, an interior designer, and a content creator and writer. And very, very passionate about, successful relationships. And this morning, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. How are you doing? How are you today?
I'm very well.
You look very radiant.
Thank you so much.
I'm happy to be here.
Yes. So quickly, let's dive right into the conversation. Teamwork in relationships and marriages. Very interesting topic there. So first off, what is teamwork? Because we really need to understand and establish what it is so that, people can understand why it is important in every relationship.
Okay. Teamwork is the coming together of two or more people towards a particular purpose.
Yeah.
This gives the assumption that the purpose is understood and that both are willing to give their all to make sure that the purpose is met. And while this purpose is being met, everybody feels good about themselves. In a team, there are no losers, there are only winners. So the idea is that we can both win. And for us to both win, we have to contribute.
Okay.
That is the idea of teamwork.
Now, what I hear is win as a team,
Yes.
winning together.
Yes.
Now, let's try to break it down. Winning in what aspect? Is it domestically? Is it financially? Is it career-wise? Is it maritally?
All right. Now, we're looking at the whole concept of life in itself, because what I believe in, I don't believe in a quick fix. I'm a family systems engineer, learned in that particular model. Family systems engineering is the understanding and the study of systems that affect human development and how it relates to the family and the environment or the society, if you will, because family is the key supplier of the nation, of the globe in itself. We produce the humans so the kind of and the quality of humans we produce is what determines the future of any society as it is. Now, when I'm talking about teamwork in this particular space, what I now mean is that, okay, let's take marriage, the base, where the factory of all humans as it is, as a system. Now, a system is how anything is scheduled to work, all right? As in how it's supposed to go from this process to that process to that process.
Yeah.
Without system, all we have is chaos. In fact, marriage as itself, if you go through the Adam and Eve creation story, is about creating a system that can purposely guide the spread and development of the globe, as it were then, when it was uninhabited. Now, if you bring it down to today, people look at it the wrong way. And when I'm saying the wrong way, let me say inaccurately. They might not understand what it is. If you want to really relate it, you have to relate it to the workplace. All right? When you have a workplace, you need to be hired. To be hired, you have to have some talents. Those talents need to be improved upon. Now, it is the same thing in the family space or in marriage or even in just a regular relationship.
Okay.
What qualifies you to be in a relationship in the first place? Most don't understand that this is the same thing, your educational qualification is the same thing that qualifies you for a relationship as well. While you're young and single, you're supposed to learn about yourself, develop yourself. The whole personal evolution is unavoidable.
Yes.
Continuous development is what we have to do. Now, if you are able to know all those things, then when you get into a relationship, you cannot be a burden. Rather, you would contribute.
Yeah, you're a blessing to the relationship.
To another person. Now, for example, people look at it and say, love. Love is key. Love is key. But in the process of a system, which is marriage in this case, love or the relationship, love is just the feel. The system is still that structure in place. Why are we together? What do we have to do together? How can we do it? How are we bettering ourselves to do what we have to do? These are the goals of the company. This is the vision of the company. How do we achieve that? These are my qualifications. Okay, you qualify, but we need you to be better. are you bettering yourself?
So I'm hearing everything that you're saying
Yeah.
about the importance of developing yourself even
Yourself.
before you get
Before you
into
get
that
to relationship.
relationship. But there are also critical questions that I think are very important or very imperative, even
Yes.
at the inception of that relationship. You need,
Yes.
because you need to not just ask yourself, but also ask your partner, just to be sure that you both are bringing, the same qualities, or better still, your qualities sort of align.
Align.
Now, let's talk about some of those key elements or those questions that you should be asked or that should be looked out for before getting into that relationship, to be sure that, okay, your values and qualities sort of align with each other, to be able to require that results that you're looking for.
Yeah. Okay, fine. It's the process of what I was saying anyway. Um, do you know who you are? Do you know what you want? Do you know what love is? Because if you don't have love, you can't give it. Now, by knowing yourself, knowing what love is, then you know what kind of relationship you want to be in. By doing that, you also know what you want out of that relationship. And you must see the end of that relationship first to be able to plan towards it. This is the society, like I said, beautify or romance love as much as you want. It is still a production family. It is a system that gives the world great human beings. That is what is going to end up for you at the same time. So it's about, what kind of person do I want to end up with? What is our goal in life? What kind of family do we want to have? What children do we want to have? On your own, you can do 1,000. On my own, I can do 1,000. Coming together, it is not an addition, it is a multiplication. Because if you're very good at advertising, and I'm very good at producing or engineering, coming together of us means there is already a platform to put my products to people. Without traffic, nobody sees my products.
Sure.
But without me producing something, you have nothing to sell. So coming together and contributing together as much as we can gives us greatness. Greatness is what we're looking for humanity, and
So now
love can reflect it.
Yeah, I see I see it clearly.
Clearly what I'm trying to do.
Yeah,
Exactly.
now in a brother perspective. But in a situation where you are not getting that team spirit from your partner, how do you communicate it?
Okay. Now, we go back to the office setting I was talking about. When you recruit for a particular purpose. And when it's not working out, eventually, to not ruin the company, you have to let the ineffective one go. But my first questions are, do you know, are you even learned enough, developed enough to know that you are not the ineffective one looking at an effective person the wrong way? Now, there always has to be great communication. Great communication is everything.
Sure.
I look at you this morning and I smile. Hey, how are you doing? And I come and frown. How are you doing? That is the exact same 3 words. How are you doing? But the way I said it is different. Now, communication just means being able to think of something, process it in your mind, think about how you would want to hear that yourself, then taking it to the other person. Consideration is important. We define marriage as come together of 2 nations, male and female, of course, because those are the ones that can produce.
Yes.
Male and female coming together from 2 nations to bring up a new nation that can give its environments rest and solutions. That is what marriage will be defined as. And every other thing works towards that, even though we can't all get married, for sure. So the thing is, can I give you rest? Can you give me rest? If you can consider that, then there's no matter difficult in this life that we can't table and talk about. It is, let me give an instance. Somebody who says they're hot-tempered and they have a boss who is younger at work and of the gender that we like to normally oppress. Okay, if your boss offends you at work or says something against you, which will always happen, why didn't you slap your boss? But why can't you get back into your relationship or into your marriage and slap the person? You can control your temper. You just have to think
So it's
and
just
communicate.
yeah. So it's just finding a way to. You have to deal with it within
You have to deal
yourself
within yourself first.
before
That's why it's
communicating
important
it.
to make sure that you are whole before you go to another person, or else you'll be taking your problems to meet their problems.
Yeah, and it's just
it's
going
a
to be a
capsized
clash.
ship.
Thank you so much, Deji. This has been
Welcome.
quite an insightful conversation. I'm hoping that someone watching right now has learned one or two things about the importance of teamwork and personal development. We have to, they will have a package coming up next.